It already feels like a lifetime ago, but between all the Formula One events and activities where big brands are present and showing up to possible last week, the past 8 days in Miami have been big. Big voices, which is why I lost mine, but big names, big rooms, big stages, big case studies, big predictions, big numbers on big platforms. Yet I found myself curiously questioning the intent behind some of it. Not the accuracy, not the authenticity, but when it comes to the talking points that we hear people say, the most consistent thing that I wanted to just like correct or just had me looking like this was really the same issue that marketers and CMOs and agencies and publishers have been trying to grapple with for the past like 2 decades. They keep chasing the channel, not the content. And every few years, there's this new something-led marketing, creator-led marketing, influencer-led marketing, now AI-led. And marketers rebuild their entire org. Organizations go through transformation around this just because of what they think the audience wants. Why? Because marketers and CMOs and even agencies get rewarded for activity, not restraint. Showing up in the new channel feels like proof that you're modern and contemporary and innovative, but ignoring it can be a career risk. So something that I've seen really the best and smartest brands do, as I've learned from and met with and work with so many of them, they don't change what they stand for. They change how they show up. The operating system stays stable, but the interface, that's what gets updated. And there's an uncomfortable, sometimes unspoken part of all this, which is that most CMOs confuse reach with relationship. 1 billion impressions on a platform you don't control is not a brand asset. It's like a rental agreement. And I've signed several of those because I've had some rental cars and some Airbnbs over the last few days. But the through line that I've seen over these past, again, 2 decades, brands that build their own networks will compound. Brands and publishers that rent attention from someone else's network have to keep starting over. And the bet nobody in all those rooms wanted to make, the room will tell you AI is going to help you make more content and faster and cheaper, and the data is going to be better. But I'm starting to think the opposite. AI is about to make most content worthless. And the only thing that holds value is content that's provably yours, genuinely yours, in a space you control. I'd pull budget out of the big platforms, not all of it, but enough to fund infrastructure your CFO doesn't understand yet, because in a year, 2 years, we built our own network is going to sound a lot smarter than we bought impressions on someone else's. Trust is about to become the scarcest resource in marketing. Not attention, not data, trust. And you can't buy it back once an algorithm decides what your brand means. So not everything that grows, whether it's your reach numbers or your follower counts, not everything that grows is healthy. And the marketers who win in the next few years aren't going to look like media buyers. They're going to be monetizing. They're going to be infrastructure owners.